All right, excited to have our guy Jack Gurr back on the podcast. You got some scars on your shins here. Not scars. Sliding, a couple studs.
Yeah, a couple of battle wounds.
Yeah. How are you, man?
I'm doing well. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm excited to chat with you. We got a lot to get to. We were talking about, you were asking me if I ever wanted to go to England.
Yeah.
You think I should?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Where should I go?
Newcastle. Mate, we're flying. We're going to finish second in the league, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
I know it's been a team's on the come up for sure.
Yeah.
You were excited. I remember you were excited because they got bought, right?
Yeah.
A couple years ago?
Yeah, a few years back now, and it's been pretty good since. We won the cup first time in 70 years. This not long ago against Liverpool at Wembley, and that was probably one of the best days of my life.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. So you were over here. When was that?
It was a couple of months back. Yeah, it was the bye weekend.
Oh,
yeah.
So it was like week 2.
I asked Neil if I could go.
What did he say?
He thought about it and then just couldn't let us go.
Yeah.
Which I understand. It's
But at least he thought about it. It
yeah.
wasn't like
No, yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
But ended up winning. You know, I could have went all that way and lost. So we went. You know, I watched it here with a friend who's from Newcastle as well.
Oh yeah.
Lives in Sacramento, so we watched it together and unbelievable.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think that's what makes soccer, football so special compared to other sports. Is like, you haven't won this in 70 years, and it happens. You see like what's happened with Wrexham in terms of like they're being promoted. I think 3 straight years now. They're going to be in the championship next year. It's wild, and those fans,
exactly,
are just
suffering all them years and then bump.
Yeah. I still worry about Sunderland though. Our guy Dan Casey was a Sunderland fan. He played at Sunderland.
He played there. Yeah, played in the.
He's Irish. That was a dumb question.
Yeah,
that was a stupid question.
They're in the playoffs though.
Yeah,
they're at Wembley, so one game and they're back in the Prem. If they win.
Yeah. Well, remember the Sunderland Till I Die years? Yeah. It was rough.
Yeah, that was a great watch, wasn't it?
It was a great watch. I remember thinking it felt like I was watching a sports movie, except for like no positivity ever happened. At least
that's pretty much that's how it was at Newcastle. To be fair,
yeah.
The last owner, Mike Ashley, it was a disaster under him. But like you say, it can change like that, and then I kind of want them to go, to be honest, because then we have our Derby days back. That's our rival team.
Yeah.
So it's like it would be like, say, like the river here.
Yep.
Newcastle would be this side, and Sunderland would be like the other side.
Really?
It's like 15 minutes.
So that's why you liked the show then.
Yeah. With my popcorn out watching this. Yeah. Watching them suffer. Yeah. But nah, I hope they come back, to be honest.
Yeah.
It'll be good.
Yeah. Pro Rel coming to the USL.
Yeah.
We're a few years away. There's a lot to work through, but does that excite you, that kind of magic?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's I mean, I've grown up, that's how it's always been, to be honest, and I think more and more things are coming over to the game over here, and I mean, it can only add excitement and pressure, and that's the kind of environment you want to be in. Yeah.
Well, now we had three league, two cups and a league obviously to play. Now a lot of with the Jägermeister Cup being added, man, it's a lot of different competitions. Like fans got to be bobbing and weaving, checking different standings. Who are we playing? We're playing Vegas this week. It's USL Championship. In 2 weeks we play them. It's the Jägermeister Cup. It's wild, but I mean, this is what it's like when you're over in England and Europe.
Yeah, you just chop and change between competitions, and like you say, you get used to the squad a bit more, and everyone has to be ready because there's more games demanding, maybe quicker games, a few days, and then it's exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. You guys obviously got knocked out of the Open Cup, but kind of gives you an opportunity to regroup, refocus, back on the league play. Where early on you guys had a couple unfortunate draws. Mm-hmm. Now this last week you got a fortunate draw. Mm-hmm. But where's the team's mindset at? How is the group staying connected kind of during this early part of the season?
Yeah, I think like you say early on, dropped a couple of points late on, and then it's been the other way this last game. I think as long as we're just focusing on ourselves, doing what we can, it's fine margins these games. So we've played, like you say, the Oakland game. We probably didn't play our best. We ended up winning.
Yeah,
a few games at the start of the season.
Can't wait to ask about that.
Few games at the start of the season, good performances, and we end up drawing. So it's just the details focusing on ourselves, improving every day, individually, collectively.
Yeah. You drew the penalty in the Oakland game.
Yeah.
Some controversy on that penalty. It was a pen.
It's a foul, mate.
It's a foul.
It's a foul.
Reckless challenge.
Yep. I think anywhere else on the pitch it's a foul. I might have sold it a little bit, but yeah, there was contact on my ankle.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I just wanted to. That's how you got the scars right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's from that challenge.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do? And then obviously get the penalty, go up, win the game 1-0. I feel like there's been a lot of injuries early on in this season. Where guys coming in and out of the lineup. This past weekend, we didn't have Russell, and it's every game it's been something. But it seems like all that being said, you get Roro back, certain guys coming back, the back line's starting to get kind of fit and up to full capability. Do you guys feel like you've been kind of just grinding through these first 6-7 weeks of the season? It's probably more than that, 8 weeks of the season, and now can kind of hit the ground running as we head towards the summer months? Yeah,
exactly. Like I say, there's been a few changes in and out, so it's been tough to have a consistent lineup every game. But hoping we get everyone back as soon as we can, and we've got the full strength of the whole squad, and then like you say, get some results going.
So I gotta ask, because I think this was this last year when you became an American citizen. Congratulations!
Thank you.
I can't wait to talk about it. There's a lot to get to.
Yeah.
When did you take that?
Probably
it was the end of last year, right?
That's when I took the test, which I was sweating over.
I remember.
Turned out being pretty plain sailing, but I was sweating. And then I got the certificate maybe 6 weeks ago.
Yeah. What is that? Is that? What do you?
It's a big moment for I mean, I moved here when I was 17. Been here a long time now. Definitely see myself staying here, so I think it's a big step for that. And then, my US passport is on the way.
Oh. So, do you think your accent has changed?
I think it depends who I'm talking to. Sometimes if I'm talking to someone back over from the UK, it snaps back into being as aggressive as it was. But sometimes when I speak to American people, I kind of I choose not to use words that I know they're not going to understand, and then they're just asking us, what do you mean, all that? Do you know what I mean?
No, yeah.
But when I go back home, they're like, oh, you're a Yank, you're an American, you know what I mean? They're
that's what I'm curious.
Yeah, they're laughing at it. So because I'll just say words that just slip out now, and they'll be like, what? Yeah. But
it's part of it.
To be honest, I've seen people come over here for less time, and their accents went way worse. They've lost it. I know I've met some people, and they're I'm from Liverpool, which is a really Scouse, thick accent, and they sound like they're from New York. You know what I mean? You're just what? It's no, I feel like I've still got probably 90% of it. What do you think?
I think so. I mean, it's definitely a little easier. Maybe it's because we've talked more, but initially it was a little tough.
Yeah.
You just talk fast.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. If I'm speaking to LJ or Lee or Nick or any of the lads that I know, if we're excited to talk about something, I'm just rattling away. Yeah. And I think if you're listening in, you might be
you can't
didn't catch much of that.
Who has the worst accent on the team? Hardest for you to understand? I've been asking a lot of accent.
Probably LJ, to be fair.
Yeah.
He's just because he has a lot of. He's probably me when I came over the first time, and he's just using the slang words non-stop. Where I'm just I'm like you trying to figure out, but it's not too bad. Yeah, it's not too bad.
All right, well that's good. Yeah, but I'm curious. So the citizenship test, you were sweating it, and then it was easier than you thought.
Yeah, I was in the gym, on Spotify, listening to the 100 questions non-stop.
Oh wow.
Studying, all the time. They can only ask you, I think, 10 out of the 100. I think you need 6.
It's only 10 questions?
Yeah, but it can be any 10 of the 100.
Of the 100?
Yeah. And you need 6, I think. And the first bit I was sweating, and it was can you write down Alaska is the biggest state? And I was I hope that's one, 1 out of 1. So I just, started rattling them off.
Is Alaska the biggest state?
It is.
Wow.
I hope it is anyway.
Well, you passed.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
I thought it was Texas, but I think
I think it's Alaska.
Yeah. Well,
I hope it's Alaska now. No, I'm pretty sure because that's what they told me. Yeah.
Yeah, this is sad that I didn't know that.
And then there was like, I'm trying to think what the other ones were.
Was it
the ones that are tough is like where you've got to be like state positions.
Yeah, like where they
the
are.
The governor, and then there's someone of defence and this and that. So you actually need to know the names. That one's you got to like.
You need to know the governors.
Yeah, and then like
current.
Yeah, and it'll be like different positions. Like.
So who's the California governor?
Is it Newsom?
Yeah, what's his first name?
Gavin.
All right, I heard you thought it was Greg for a while.
No, it's Gavin. It's Gavin. And then the other one I had was like some defence position, but I remember just like thinking about a footballer or something that was related to him, so I knew it straight away. That one's I'm kind of memorising.
Wow. That has nothing to do.
But I'm thinking if I can't pass that, like, I'm in trouble.
Well, you can take it again though.
Yeah, but I just wanted to get it
over with.
I've been waiting for like.
Really?
Yeah, because you got to have a green card for like 5 years, then you can apply for the citizenship. So it's not like a quick process.
Right. So you've been waiting, then you were at what, the 5 year-ish mark, and then got
then I applied. Yeah.
Okay. So only 10 questions until you felt good. You knew you passed right away.
Yeah. I mean, I think I got up to 5 or 6, and he was like, "All right, you've passed. You've done." So I was like, waving the flag and that.
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
Waving the flag. Yeah, I was waving it.
Singing the national anthem on the way home.
I mean, I've heard the national anthem for years, so you know what I mean. Yeah. I was hoping I was going to get one of them, like a question on that. But
what were the questions?
Well, I think the only one is like, what's the name of it? But come on, I know that.
Yeah. All right. So I want to ask about your relationship with Neil. What's it been like with a new coach coming in? You're about couple months into the season now. What's the relationship like with you guys? I've heard about his ability to he's such a player friendly coach. Tell you exactly where you stand. Yeah. But what has it been like playing with him and playing for him?
Yeah, I think it's been brilliant. It's like I say, it's been new ideas, new methods. But I think as long as you adopt the attitude of like always learning, he's so positive, and he backs you as a player and trusts you, and I think he's been brilliant so far. He's been really good, really composed. I like him a lot. Yeah,
he definitely seems composed. He loses it every once in a while on the fourth official, but who wouldn't?
Yeah, I mean that's probably standard for anyone from the UK coming over. It's probably par for the course.
Right. Exactly. Okay, so we've been about a couple months into the season. Jägermeister Cup. I heard you guys. Did you have a little after you get the win this last game? Did you have a little Jaeger?
No, I don't think we did. No, we definitely didn't. No, we just on to the next one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. I knew there was a bottle in there that Andre brought, so I just wasn't sure.
Yeah, maybe the coaches did or something like that, but we weren't professional.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. Okay, so I want to ask about Uncle Terry.
Okay.
The legend. We talked about him last time, I think.
Yeah, we did, yeah.
I'm sure he loves it. He's a big fan.
He is. He's going to come over this year.
Is he?
Yeah.
When is he coming?
He's coming for a stretch. I think we've got 3 games in a row. I want to say September, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, September. He's going to be over.
I can't wait to meet him.
He's brings some energy. Half the team can't wait to see him.
All
the team, they love him. Yeah,
you go on social media. He's the biggest Terry Gurr. There we go.
Yeah, he's up there. Like I say, he's like in his 70s and doesn't miss a game.
Wow,
up
that's
3 o'clock in the morning. He watches and he's so nervous. He watches standing up. He stands up in his living room, watches it on the TV. Can't sit down.
Wow.
So he just stands up, watches us 3 o'clock in the morning. Then
that's dedication.
Yeah.
What does he text you after the game usually?
Yeah, I always get an honest review.
Oh.
Yeah. I can normally tell straight away from his text if I've done my job or not.
Okay, so he's talking about your performance specifically, not the team.
Yeah, he'll normally talk about how I did.
Yeah.
So yeah,
what would he say?
Normally, if it's a longer message, I've done pretty well.
Yeah.
If it's a shorter one, it might be like, I don't know. He's always positive.
Yeah.
But it's,
pass completion was low tonight.
Yeah, it's always positive, but
yeah.
Sometimes I'm thinking about that message when I'm walking in. I'm thinking, hope it's a good one. So No, that's great. All my family, they watch back home, and
That's
ever
awesome.
since I came here, they love watching us.
I know in the off season you got to do quite a bit of traveling. Where were you able to go?
I went to the Canary Islands with my family,
Mm.
and then I went to Dubai with my wife.
Wow, how was that?
Good, really good. Yeah.
What'd you go see in Dubai?
Like all the buildings, you know, the
Yeah,
big
the
Burj.
architecture there's incredible.
Yeah, we went over to man, what is it? The mosque over in. I hired a car, drove like 45 minutes. I can't think of the place now. It's like the Grand Mosque.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why I can't think of the place. It's like 45 minutes from Dubai.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I didn't go there though.
Oh yeah,
so
I'll kick myself for that one. But yeah, it's nice to just relax over
I
there.
can tell you every place I went to in Italy, just so you know.
Yeah. It was more just relaxing, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. That's great.
Yeah,
I'm
enjoy.
sure you need that after a long season.
Yeah, like I say, the season's long. You know, it's a tough. You know, it's a grind every week. So I think it's important to just chill out for a bit.
Well, the season is so long, and you know, the past couple of years we started out really, really hot, and then you get to the end of the season, and it just seems like we're either out of juice, or it's just tough to stay motivated for such a long period of time.
Uh-huh.
This year it feels like it's a slow build. Guys aren't playing heavy minutes early. I know you've been playing a lot of minutes, but not as focused on early season success, more focused on later, near the end of the season / postseason success. Have you noticed that difference and that mindset change going into this season?
Yeah, I think we've just became aware of it a little bit more. Of like, you know, like previous years, like we've done really well in the league, put ourselves in a good position. But like you say, sometimes you get at the end and it's more mentally you hit like a bit of a wall, you know. And then you see teams that just come out of nowhere from the middle of the pack, you know, the last few weeks, and then you know it's all about hitting form at the right time, I think. So I think with the way it is over here, it's important. It's important at the end that you know that's when you hit your form, as well as putting yourself in a good position on the way.
Yeah. Have you been checking out any new coffee spots in town? What's your coffee rankings?
Yeah, I've had a few new spots. Chloe Cafe.
Oh,
That one's decent.
where's that at?
It's in Jazz Alley.
Okay.
It's a Vietnamese guy. Really nice guy, Charlie. He's
Wow, you know the owner.
yeah.
Wow.
He's a nice guy. He's got a good spot, and then there's a good one on Broadway, Offbeat.
Okay.
Offbeat Coffee.
Okay.
A
A little more undercover than I was expecting.
Yeah, I don't like I'm not a fan of the massive chain ones.
Yeah.
To be
So
honest.
I thought you were gonna like say Starbucks and.
No, I don't go to Starbucks. No, I'm not having that. Yeah, I like the smaller ones.
Small ones. I respect that. That's cool. So those are your go-to?
Yeah, I like them too. I still like Milka.
Yep.
That one.
Yep. Okay.
That one's
You're
solid.
you're basically a Sacramentan at this point. You've been
I
here a
am,
while.
yeah. Been
So
here
you
a
know.
long-
Yeah. How long
Yeah.
have you been here? 4?
This is my 4th season.
Yeah. You know everywhere. You know
I
where
know.
to go.
Yeah. I know the spots.
It's wild. That's wild. Okay, I want to talk about the. We have a couple recordings today to play for you. You know about this?
No. No.
Wow. What do you think we're gonna do?
Well, I have no idea. With you, it could be anything.
I mean, we did the La Grassa one where I made fun of your guys' outfits,
Right.
but I didn't want to do that this time. That's not very nice. And really, I was mostly making fun of La Grassa. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
It was La Grassa that we were making fun of. We got a couple recordings from Lee. Wanted to ask some questions.
First question: would you sell Alexander Isak for 150 mil?
No.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's the first question.
Not a chance.
Not a chance.
I wouldn't sell him for 250.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
Love him.
He's I mean, we're trying to go forward, and he's, you know, as a club, and you wouldn't get rid of your best players, would you? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
He's got everything.
Yeah.
I think if we keep him, you can build around him. And
So he's your favorite player then?
yeah, he's one of them.
Oh, okay.
He would be definitely one of them.
All
My
right.
friend Sean plays on the team, so
Yep.
I always want him to do well.
I'm not super up to date on my Newcastle.
Yeah, we got Bruno Guimaraes, the
Yep.
Brazilian.
Okay, yep.
Anthony Gordon, Sven Botman, centre back.
Mm-hmm.
Isak, Joe Linton, another Brazilian,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
Sandro Tonali, the Italian. Very good players. Yeah, Isak, I wouldn't put a price on him. I just
Off the table.
you got to lock him down. I think any club in the world would take him.
Yeah.
He's that good.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, who would we get? Do you know what I mean, to replace him?
Right. Exactly.
So even for the money, nah.
And it's not, especially because you guys are now in the running to like win the league.
Yeah, I mean we're
Like,
not going to win it, but
not this year, but like I'm saying, in
in the
years
next
to come.
3 to 5 years, you'd like to think we're probably getting Champions League every year, and it's still not guaranteed this year. But I mean, the manager, the job he's done is like we haven't signed a consistent first team player for the last 3 transfer windows. So because of the rules, we haven't been able to spend the money that we've got.
Yeah.
And he's developed these players.
Virtually the salary cap rules basically is what they have now.
Yeah.
I remember we talked about this last time.
Yeah, so like we still haven't signed a top player in the last 3 windows,
Yeah.
and we're up there. You know, like
Who's the owner?
it's the Saudi PIF fund.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Big money.
Big money.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. Okay. That's a good question from Lee.
He said something to me in training this morning. He was like, "The first one's easy. You're not gonna like the second one."
Oh yeah. So you knew it was coming then.
Yeah, but I don't know what it's gonna be.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
Right.
All right. Let's roll number 2.
What happened when we lost to Colorado Springs in 2022? What happened that night?
Me, Lee, and Zico Lewis.
Mm-hmm.
I think we went to like was it an Irish? I think it was an Irish bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just went out there. I think it was only 3 of us, and ended up having karaoke. And what was the song, man? This is so bad. The song was what's like the most famous karaoke song?
I mean, there's a lot of most famous.
Come on, think like
The most famous?
like it's gonna be the top 3. I don't know why I can't think of it.
Top 3 karaoke.
Top 3,
songs.
like
Simone,
everyone's
can you
gonna
Google it
like
for us?
everyone sings. Like everyone sings it.
Everyone sings it.
It's on the tip of my tongue. I don't know why. And anyway,
Who was it by? Any idea? Male or female artist?
I'd say male.
You're not sure?
No, I'm not sure. It's gonna, man, my memory's so bad.
We have Kiss coming in.
No,
Yeah.
it's like a proper sing along.
It's gonna be me.
Oh, that's
No, like
insane.
everyone's singing it.
What do you mean everyone's singing it?
Like everyone's singing it at the end.
A
Touching
YMCA?
Me, Sweet Caroline.
Sweet Caroline. Oh, okay, we should have had that.
You gotta help me out
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. Well, there you go.
I hope it is that one. Anyways.
Yeah.
So I think it was that one. So it was like we were on the stage.
The 3 of you.
3 were on the stage. Last song of the night.
It was the last song of the night?
Everybody was singing in the bar.
You know what I respect
And that's
about that?
that's a rare occasion because it's like I say, normally after games, just bang, recovery, ready for the next one.
Yeah.
And yeah, we just ended up happened to be karaoke night, and we were.
Hey,
we
you
were
know,
last
you know what
song
I
of the
respect though? You knew the moment as the last person to do karaoke, and you're like, we're gonna pick a song that everybody's
Yeah, we're
gonna
going
know.
up there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a little bit of a showman.
And we went for it as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we went for
There's
it.
any video of that?
I don't think there was. No, I don't think there was.
That's
But
good-
they were
good.
they joined in, and it was lively. They probably could have kept it going after that. To be
Yeah.
fair. It shouldn't have been the last one, but it was.
Were you guys wearing Republic stuff?
There's probably a good chance. Maybe not. I don't know. Can't remember. I don't think we were.
Who was the best and who was the worst of the 3 of you guys? I feel like Zico had it. Zico was.
I think it was one of them where, like, you know, all 3 have just got to make them. We're just like shouting. It's like
Just yell.
none of us sound
There's
good,
no-
but together, it's not horrendous. You know what I mean?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All that matters is when you get to the da da
Yeah.
da. Everybody joins in.
Yeah, that was it, and it was it was all right.
Wow. It's a good way to end it, man. I don't
Yeah.
know what else we can say. Did want to get you a chance to ask a question to me.
I've got to ask you a question.
Yeah, that's what we're doing on the podcast now. Bring a
Oh, is
question
it?
at the end. Yeah, just for fun.
Nobody told me that.
It's bad instructions.
Ask you a question.
Yeah. I've gotten all kinds of stuff. I got my all-time starting 11. We did that. It was awful. It was not fun. I had to do that again.
Can you give us some other ones that you've had while I think?
Restaurants. It's funny. Trevor came up
You've
to
had
me.
restaurants?
People have asked about restaurants. Trevor came in and he was like, because I say Zocalo because I like Zocalo.
Do you?
Yeah. You been?
Yeah, I've been once.
Wasn't a good experience based
It's
on
all right.
What'd you get?
Some bowl or something.
Oh, come on.
What do you want us to get?
Tacos. Get 3 different tacos and try all different ones. Because I was telling him, because he was like, hey, I had Zocalo. This is right after, he scored the PK in the 96th minute. And he said it had to be maybe a minute and a half after that goal. It was not long.
Right.
Yeah, he was so, anyway, we was talking about it and I was like, you got to get tacos. Like, that's your go-to because you can try multiple different kinds. And that, to me, that's the experience you want. Yeah. Because they got 10 different taco types, multiple different kinds of pork. The way they do it is, anyway. That's one of the questions. I don't know. What else?
And any other ones that you've had?
Yeah, I don't know. You think I should remember this better?
Yeah.
To be honest, when I forget what we talk about in these fully, I really do. I can't remember.
Here's one for you.
All right.
I don't know if I'm going to waste it on that one, actually.
Oh, you're trying.
I was going to say, I've had it as well.
Okay.
It's not really a question, to be honest. Well,
Oh.
it kind of is. We've been known to look alike, haven't we?
We have.
How many times have you been asked?
Have I told you my story? I think I have. Coming into the game. A lot. First off, my entire staff.
Because I had a whole conversation with a lady who must have got a picture with you, or she was next to you, stand there, and she was like, appreciate that, last week.
At a game?
And I was like, but she must have got it with you because she's talking to me about, how it was great and this, and it must have been stand next to you because I wasn't there.
So has it happened to you too?
Yeah.
More than once?
It's happened a couple of times where, they think we look alike.
They think I'm you.
Aye.
And then what happens when you speak? Do they realize it? They don't.
Yeah, it's definitely not then, is it?
Yeah. Well, can I tell you my story then?
Yeah, go on then.
I'm driving into the stadium, and you know how you come through the back, and you have to check. You show them a badge, and they keep going. Lady fully thought I was you, and
lady on the security thing.
Yeah. And I've told this story on the podcast before, but I haven't told it to you evidently. And she thought I was you, and she's like, "Hey, great game last week," and I just didn't have the ability to be no, it's now you're thinking of Jack. He'll probably come later. It was way early, by the way. This is 1 o'clock. So I don't know what she was thinking. What time you're getting
stretching.
there. Yeah, exactly. And I can't believe I did this, but I threw on an accent. And I said, "Oh, thanks, mate," and
did
kept going. Yes.
Yeah, no. Okay, I've got a question now.
All right, hit me with it. My whole team does make fun of me. They just call me Jack.
Did it? What, around here?
My match day team. Down on the field. Yeah.
Did they?
Hey, you gonna? Where's your guy?
It's not a bad thing.
No, it's a good joke.
Um.
Or the picture of you. If you go out on the concourse, there's a picture of a bunch of different.
Yeah.
They'll take a picture next to him. Hey, I got a picture with Connor today.
What is your top 3 destinations you want to travel in the world, and why?
Okay. Dude, I had a great time in Italy. Honestly, we went to the Vatican. So seeing all the Pope stuff that's been going on, it's been really cool to see St. Peter's, and it's we were just there. So that was cool, but obviously that's not my one because I already been there. I would say top 3. How much does how long the flight is impact this? Is that a factor?
Doesn't impact it at all.
So just being able to go there.
You're just gonna drop there.
Just gonna drop there
for a week.
For a week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna say Egypt.
Right.
I want to see the pyramids.
Right.
I'm big into apparently since I going and seeing some of those old buildings, something about it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go to Germany. I've never been to Germany.
Right.
I want to go to Normandy. I want to go to a Dortmund game.
Right.
A lot of things I want to do over there. And the third place, I feel like I gotta go somewhere in South America.
You don't have to.
Yeah, I'll go like tropical. Can't say Hawaii. Have you been to Hawaii?
Yeah.
Okay. I can't say Hawaii. Let's do like Caribbean. Yeah.
Like the Dominican or something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yep. That's my 3. But again, travel time doesn't. I had a rough time on the plane for 20 whatever hours.
Where did you fly to?
We flew to. I don't remember, but we flew.
Did you fly out SFO, San Francisco?
No, Sacramento to somewhere in the. Did we fly to Atlanta? Maybe. Man, that's bad.
Probably.
Yeah, I think that's where we did, and then over direct to Rome. So it was like 19-hour flight. I was going to the bathroom, stretching, like.
Really?
Yeah,
You were struggling?
Struggled, yeah.
Was that the longest you flew?
Yeah, not used to it. So.
That's me in the off season. That
I know.
it's tough to get home. It's far.
Yeah, and they've 100% planes have gotten tighter, like no doubt. And we're not even tall. Like
Who did you fly with?
A United.
Okay.
Yeah, but like I can't imagine being a tall guy. You know.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I feel like I have no
the lad
leg
that I
room.
went to college with, Sharpie. He came last year. Remember? He was
Yeah,
the goalie.
that's right.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
right.
He so I went to college with him in Atlanta, and every year we used to go obviously fly back home to Newcastle, and he's like 6'7". So I remember like sometimes I'd be like swapping seats with him because his legs would be like,
Yeah.
well, his knees would be like this, so he couldn't like actually extend his legs.
Yeah.
For like 12 hours.
So yeah, see, I just can't imagine that. That's awful.
We
But,
don't
all right,
know.
what are your 3 though? Yeah, I'm assuming you. I feel like you've done a lot of traveling.
3.
I mean, Dubai is an awesome one. I've always wanted to go to Dubai.
Yeah.
So.
I'd say I think Brazil's up there. Just to see what it's like. I quite fancy going there. New Zealand would be the second one.
Okay.
And
Wow.
then the third one.
That's a long trip.
That is so long. I think my auntie and uncle got married over there, and they said it was long.
Yeah.
It was long.
I think it's like a day and a half.
Yeah. And then the last one I'm going to say would be I don't know. It's a tough one, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. That's why you throw it on the spot, but
I'll just give you the 2.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. I like the lookalike question because that is a fact.
Yeah,
I get it. I do get it
I
quite
know.
a bit. Yeah. And I do correct people, but the one time I did not, and now ever since then, that was a while ago, but now I do.
Do you
So.
still see King Rowe?
I still see King Rowe. Yeah.
Maybe that's it, mate. Maybe he's
It's just that connection.
styling with the same. Do you know what I mean?
I got a little longer hair than you
Yeah.
do.
No, I
Yeah.
do. It's
I don't-
getting too hot for me now. Gotta get it off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. This is short for me, so
Yeah.
No, King Rowe's the man. King Rowe's the man.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, thank you, man. This was a lot of fun. Appreciate you. Good to see you. Nice job drawing that penalty a couple weeks ago. That was well done. Keep doing what you do, man. It's always so fun to watch you flying
Thank
up
you.
and down that right side.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for doing this.
Thanks.